Akshay Dongare, our correspondent, is following this story closely. Akshay, to what extent, are the latest BLA attacks a response also to Pakistan's intensified military operations? And does this cycle of insurgency crackdown affect the prospects of any long-term stability in that region?
Well, Mark, as far as the province of Balochistan is concerned, there have been several problematic policies that have been adopted by the Pakistani government over a period of decades. First of all, the infrastructure development of the region has been abysmally lacking, even for the basic infrastructure that is required by the people of Balochistan. That doesn't have schools, that doesn't have proper medical facilities, that region doesn't have proper roads as well, unless the roads are reaching out to Gwadar port, that is a China-controlled port inside Pakistan, aimed at extracting the resources from the mineral-rich Balochistan and transporting it to the customers, especially in China. The rest of the infrastructure development lacks sorely, and that has been the point of concern and point of conflict between the Baloch people as well and the Pakistani government, that has only been interested in taking out the resources of the province and not bettering the life of the people who live there in that particular province. And that has led, and historical reasons as well, that Baloch people have long argued that they were annexed illegally by the Pakistani government. They were fooled by Jinnah back in 1947 when that region was given false promises. And there has been a consistent freedom struggle which has been going on in Balochistan for several decades now. So the cycle of violence is only going to continue in the near future as well. Indeed. As far as and the long-term future too, because the basic requirement of the people of Balochistan is not only infrastructure development but also autonomy that has long been denied to the people. Foreign leaders have, especially when we talk about the Pakistani government, leaders from other parts of the country have been given more weightage, they have been given more resources, more funding, and Balochistan has always been starved of the basic requirements that the people face. It is relatively poor area, relatively poor province, as well as quite underdeveloped as far as the people are concerned. That has, in fact, led to this flare-up of violence with the consistent demand being denied.
Akshay, also, the targeting of infrastructure, and there is after all, the China-Pakistan economic corridor there as well. So how does this affect the geopolitical relationship that Pakistan has with China?
Well, obviously, Pakistan took all of the funds from China, made all claims about the Gwadar port as well as the rare earth minerals that are from Balochistan, took money in advance by stating that they will guarantee the safety of the Chinese investment in the region. But as we are rightly seeing that they have been abysmally failed to ensure that the foreign funding, the foreign investment, and the foreign infrastructure that has been developed of the foreign funds has been targeted because the Baloch people have targeted those Baloch rebels have targeted those infrastructures because the government of Pakistan has always denied the rights to the Baloch people, but have only been interested in extracting all the minerals from the mineral-rich province, and that perhaps is the reason why even China is losing confidence in Pakistan and Pakistani forces. As far as the security guarantees are concerned, they mean for nothing if these kind of attacks consistently take place, not only against the Pakistani armed forces that are deployed there, but also the Chinese investment. And all the last point that needs to be added here is also the involvement of the Pakistani officials and security forces there in sabotaging many a times the foreign investment just to take more money, demand for more funds for ensuring their security, in a way blackmailing because of the corruption that persists in the Pakistani forces in that part of the region.
Right, we leave it there. Thank you very much, Akshay Dongare, for those inputs.